Oh my goodness, breaking news, people. Trump appointed senior intel official resigns over Iran war. Joe Kent abruptly announced he is stepping down from his post, saying, and I quote, Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. My goodness, spring breakers are facing a nightmare TSA backups in Fort Lauderdale and Austin, Texas. Oh my goodness. Trump muses over taking Cuba as the island power grid collapses after weeks of U.S. oil blockade. My goodness, people. Do me a favor, give me a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. A lot of news today going over this, just a quick video. Today is Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. Incredible news rolls today. Going to go over Bitcoin's pumping up nice. Bitcoin, XRP, Ripple doing incredible. So let's look at this news here. Okay, that's on CNN. Of course, the Iran war with North Korea, Iran, China, Russia, NATO. Oh my goodness, Israel, the USA sending troops, boots on the ground. Is this World War III? Tell me what you think. The Iran war just ripped up the playbook for central banks. Surging oil prices have plunged the Fed and its peers into a dilemma around the two key risks. Is the Fed going to lower interest rates and save the day? Stocks rise as Wall Street continues tentative rebound. My goodness. News on Zuckerberg and Meta dust off classic playbook. The game of whack-a-mole that results from oil shocks. Warner Brothers news. Property Brothers reveal biggest problem holding back U.S. housing. My goodness. Investors are piling into cash at fastest pace since the 2020 lockdowns on Iran fears. Delta boost airline stocks after lifting revenue guidance. DAL stocks up 4%. A big jump in pending home sales. Nebbia stock plummets on bond offering after Meta and Nvidia deals. A lot of news going on. These companies are issuing debt and then buying back their stock shares. U.S. Pacific fleet to deploy wall-climbing flying robots on ships. $100 oil could send airfare soaring this summer. My goodness. Qualcomm unveils $20 billion stock buyback program. Qualcomm stock up about 2%. Uber to invest $500 million in Argentina over the next 3 years. Wow. Pending home sales. Nvidia news. It says Nvidia goes all in on AI vision at GTC. Takeaways from keynote speaker. My goodness. And the stocks, top gainers. Looking at that, Lemonade's up, Chemours, Solaris Energy, and then top losers. My goodness. Freshpet is tanking. So I guess people aren't, spending on their pets. Bitcoin's pumping up nice today. So I go over my trading plan and I look at the news stories. Let's see, on bar chart, we kind of went over that. Dollar Tree stock, MicroStrategy, it just broke through. Strategy just broke through its 50-day moving average. Let's take a look at MicroStrategy. MSTR. I own MicroStrategy shares. Not financial advice, I have to say that. See the risk disclaimer below. MicroStrategy's pumping. In the last month, strategy is up about 16%. The last 3 months, it's off as low as about 107, but in the last month, strategy is pumping. So we shall see. What's Michael Saylor doing at strategy? Are they backing the truck up and buying Bitcoin? Man, incredible news. So let's see on Fox News, what's going on with Fox. I go over the geopolitics and then socioeconomics. Then I formulate a trading plan. and then I give free alpha. So stay with me to the end, and we'll be able to see the different news stories that we have on the geopolitical news. Iran, the Straits of Hormuz are shut down. There's some argument that the U.S. said that Straits of Hormuz will be opened, and now that's not transpiring. And then President Trump is calling on NATO and other nations to help the U.S. open up the Straits of Hormuz. And so a lot of news there. So we got World War III and all the likes of such. So my goodness, people, what do you think? Leave comments down below. So I don't run commercials, but I just recently published an ebook titled HubSpot Masterclass, a course for HubSpot mastery. HubSpot Mastery Class. Go beyond the basics and learn to build a unified growth engine with advanced strategies for marketing, sales, service, and CMS and operations hubs. Are you ready to become a certified HubSpot master? Check out the links below on my course, HubSpot Masterclass. Act now, while supplies last. It's a great book. So that's what I have, people. Looking at the news, man, security shakeup, director exits position in protest. My goodness. U.S. and Israel military strikes against Iran regime earn praise from unlikely sources. Oh my goodness. Communications chase, Jack Smith probe, Conan O'Brien at the Oscars. A lot of news. So I go over this news every day. I read it to myself on my news desk, and then I put together a trading plan, and it allows me to remain relevant. This way I'm able to increase my skill set and look at my different bags. XRP's been ripping, rocking and rolling. Bitcoin, done so well with it, and then also selling my e-bullion products and lots of silver bullion. That's what we have today. So, incredible news. So I just kind of go over my trading plan. I bought the dippy dip on XRP, part of the XRP Ripple army, as low as 133, and Bitcoin XRP broke out above $100 spot 42, one spot 42, and has had a nice price action. A lot of liquidity and volume has increased. Not financial advice, it's just opinion only. So that's what I think. I've been backing the truck up on Bitcoin, XRP, Ripple. Ethereum has had a great pump here recently. So let's look at XRP. It's doing incredible. So it's been trading very active, a lot of volume. Can't even get a price quote on it because there's so much liquidity in the XRP, trading actively at $1 51. And so it's had a nice retracement today, though, down from $1.60 to a low print here at $1.49. A lot of activity and liquidity in XRP. So backing the truck up, silver bullion's had a nice pump. There's a lot of news going on too with employment and the artificial intelligence. Leave comments below. Have you been displaced by AI? The consumer's not spending, housing, World War III, the oil market. People are spending now $300 million a year per month extra here in the U.S. for fuel costs. So pain at the pump. So, this is what's going on. So my trading plan for today, I'll dollar cost average Bitcoin, SPY ETF, the blockchain ETFs, ETHE, and FSOL. So that's what I have. I got 10 different baskets going on. I own real estate, fine art like this oil painting, cars, collector cars, postage stamps, stamp collections, Pokemon cards, real estate, collectible items, precious metals, gold, copper, platinum, palladium, commodities. I'm not a commodity trading advisor, and then cryptocurrencies on the blockchain. So I got 10 different baskets. So recently, I was backing the truck up into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So that trade has worked out well. Now I'm looking to go into the real estate market because it's a buyer's market. The last time was 2007, 2008, during the great financial crisis, when the too big to fails. And we're seeing private equity market like Blue Owl, OWL, KKR. A lot of different funds are saying that you can't take out. Now Blue Owl is up about 7% today. So Blue Owl Capital operates an alternative asset management firm, pays 10% dividend. I don't know if that's sustainable or not. And Blue Owl faces scrutiny after century collapse and private credit questions. We can't believe it. Blue Owl and then all the different companies associated with it, Blackstone, and then BlackRock, they're shutting down withdrawals because of lack of liquidity. These assets are being marked to the market, just like Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, and Washington Mutual back in 2008-09. So a lot of the big software companies are going into private equity and borrowing. And so now those assets are being marked to the market. So people are determining, do they really have the value? So Blackstone and BlackRock and Blue Owl, they could be the next too big to fail, so big bailouts. I'm running about 12 minutes. Tell me what you think. Give me a like and a share. So I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. Thanks, everyone. Have a great, awesome, wonderful day.